Here we have the new 2026 GMC Yukon. Now this one comes in the Denali Ultimate trim level. Glacier white tri-coat is the paint, and then we have the woodland mahogany full grain leather interior. The powertrain consists of a 6.2 liter naturally aspirated V8 engine. That's made it to a 10-speed automatic transmission, full 4-wheel drive. As we come around to the front end here, we do get our LED headlamps along with the LED daytime running lights and the LED fog lights. The lights don't dance like that. That's just how my camera's picking them up, even though it does look cool. But I love the Denali Ultimates on these Yukons. They just look bad. They're such good looking vehicles. Down here, these are gonna be 24-inch aluminum wheels. Love that design as well, and I like that you have the Denali engraved in the wheel right there. We get passive keyless entry on all 4 doors, power running boards, wood grain there, power door lock controls, memory seat function. We have our rear window lock out there, power mirror controls. We can power fold those, and they do have blind spot monitors in them. And then one-touch up and down windows on the front, express down on the back. We get the Bose Performance Series sound system. Over here, 360 camera, parking sensors, auto stop, self park assist, etc. We have the trailer brake controller, headlamp controls, 4-wheel drive, drive modes, and then we can raise or lower that suspension. Hood release here. There's a look at the pedals. Power tilt telescoping steering wheel. And there's the 16-way power driver seat, 4-way lumbar support and massage function there. But I want to give a huge thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Yukon today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. Now I have the seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs, so here's the space here, fantastic, and even with the sunroof, still have an inch or so above my head. But we get the standard rear seat entertainment system, so you can use the HDMI ports, you can see the vehicle status here, cut the whole thing on or off, pretty easy to do, to use in general. And then you have your settings there, both sides get one. And then down here we have the rear AC controls, and then 3-stage heated seats. All this is touchscreen as well. But 2 USB-C ports and then 2 HDMI ports there. The 3-prong household plug-in. Bottle holders. And there's look at the front from back here. And there's the sunshade for the roof. And I just thought of something. If you get an HDMI splitter, I think you can do that. It'd be pretty cool to hook up an Xbox or something and then just split it from the PlayStation, Xbox, whatever, run it to those 2 ports, and then you can have one person playing over there and somebody else playing over here. It's actually pretty cool. And then fuel fillers here. If you want that full power output, you want to put premium in it, but most people probably won't because they're not going to be racing these things. And there's look at the back end, LED tail lamps. Again, the lights don't dance like that. That's just my camera. The quad tip exhaust there. And then your hitches behind this cover for towing. Spare tire. And then here's the space behind the third row. You can see when the third row is up compared to when it's down. That space there. And then I'll tumble the second row. And there's a look when all the seats are up compared to when they're all down. So, but top tethers on the back of all 5 of the seats, which is nice to put your car seats in there. Storage compartment there. We get a 3-prong household plug-in. We can tumble those seats and then power fold up or down the third row there. And then on top of that, you do get a USB-C port for charging on either side in the third row. Now rear passenger seat, I can show you here. You can hit this once to fold it and then twice to tumble it. And then you can hit this to actually move the seat back forward and back, so you can adjust the space to maximize the third row space or to make sure you have as much space as possible in this second row. You just pull that, and again, you can just push it back. Lower anchors for the car seats right there. And then front passenger seat, again, 16-way like the driver, 4-way lumbar support and massage function. Get the side pockets here, lockable glove compartment right there. And I love the trim on these. Everything just feels premium. But here's a look at the window sticker. Y'all can pause anywhere you need to take a closer look at anything. But pretty much the only option this has is the $1,100 option for the paint. So again, you get a lot for the money here with this Ultimate. Now back around to the front in the engine bay. There's that 6.2 liter V8. And then before we hop in the driver's seat, just a quick look at the blinkers. But nice leather wrapped steering wheel here, Super Cruise indicator, and then the Super Cruise sensor down below. There's the horn. Now up here we do get a storage compartment, a rear camera mirror. But down here to the infotainment system, here's the home page. You can see your vehicle status here. I mean, there's so much here, I'm just gonna walk through it as quickly as possible. You can use the animation to see the air filter light, the tire pressure sensors, all that, or you can go into each sub menu and see everything manually there. And then climate controls, we do get dual zone automatic, so we can use the touch screen, or we have buttons, or we can touch down below here as well. So there are a lot of different ways to adjust the AC if you don't want to use the screen up here for whatever reason. The rear is here as well. Now we get AM, FM, XM radio, Bluetooth, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto compatibility. We also have access to Google News with the Google Assistant system. We have Google Maps as well. Your settings here: team driver, rear seat reminder, buckle to drive, and Super Cruise lane change. You can adjust all of that. And then your system settings here, language can be changed. Units of measurement can be changed there. And then your cameras, a lot of different views here. So front, back, curbside. Then you have that bird's eye view as well. And then your entertainment hub, you can keep a look on at that as well. If you want to turn the screens off in the back, kids are getting a little rowdy or whatever. Now your controls, there's quite a bit here. So you have electronic child safety locks, your blind zone steering assist, your garage door transmitter, your heads up display. You can adjust the height, brightness, and rotation there. And then your power steps, you can turn those on or off. But down here, again, the climate controls are here. You also get those 3-stage heated cooled seats for the front. You can choose your fan direction here. Volume knob is there. Wireless charging pads here. You get a USB-C and a USB-A input as well that you can link directly to the radio. You can stow that. Bottle holders, you can stow that as well. Center console cubby space. So you have that space there. And then if you hit this switch up here, you have another compartment down below that you can access right in there. Now let's hit the sunshade. While that's going back, you can slide the roof, tilt the roof, use the sunshade. Again, that's the button for the storage compartment. Power fold the third row, your lift gates here, and then you have your motion sensor you can activate for the interior there. And then your OnStar is right there. So we're just gonna see how this slides with one touch. So it goes all the way back behind that second row glass, which is great. And honestly, I love GM sunroofs because you can do everything in swift motions, right? So I know on the Fords, the Lincolns, you have to close the roof, and then you have to wait for the roof to close the sunshade, and then you have to hit it twice. It just takes forever. But here, it's just one swift motion. You just hit the buttons, each of those once, and you're good to go. Heads-up display is right there. And then left side stock, blinkers, high beams, wipers, rain sense, and then your rear wipers are here. Fluid there, fluid for the front. And the shifter is on the column, so hit the brake, neutral, reverse, drive. While you're in drive, you can activate your low mode there. And then you can use the paddle shifters to see what gear you're limited to, and you'll see what gear you're in that bottom right-hand corner. Press the button on the side for park. Now behind on the left side, we can toggle our track list or radio station presets there. And then volume over here, up and down. Your cruise control, you can turn that on there, and you can go between regular and adaptive by holding this cancel button. You'll get a notification each time one or the other is selected. And then you can set your speed, adjust the gap adjust for the adaptive cruise and the forward collision alert there. And then your lane centering / super cruise is on whenever you, your hands-free driving / super cruise is on whenever you press that when the adaptive cruise is on. Right side of the steering wheel, voice recognition. This goes to your audio sources. So when I press that, this is a scroll bar and a check mark when applicable. And then you can mute, Bluetooth there, heated steering wheel toggle, and then this changes the gauge faces. Push button start. Finally, here's the key fob with remote start. But next, let's go ahead and take this 2026 Yukon Denali Ultimate out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Yukon Denali Ultimate, I love the sound of the 6.2. I love how quick it is, just how it moves these vehicles. Just a very fun driving experience, I think, especially with the 10 speed. Gets up to speed very quickly, has a nice roar when you give it throttle, and is relatively quiet when you're just coasting down the highway. So we're gonna give it a little pull here getting on the interstate. Here we go. So got up to speed very nicely without giving it too much at all. But I want to give one more huge thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this vehicle today. I'll leave a link below in the description. But if you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. Now I will say I drove a Cadillac Optic back-to-back with this, and it's extremely windy out today. The ride is fantastic, but the sound acoustics, as great as they are in this, is crazy how good they are in the Cadillac EVs, just talking about the insulation and everything like that. It's very impressive. Now here it's still great, but that was just something I noticed because that's the last vehicle I drove. So it's crazy that an EV could be that quiet. But for this to have 24-inch wheels on it, the ride is spectacular, and that's where the air suspension really does this thing. This platform is good. It's just a great riding SUV. Whether you get the lowest trim or you get this cream of the crop Denali Ultimate, you're gonna have a smooth ride coming down the road. Now, in terms of what you get for the money, this is a pretty solid deal when you consider this being a Denali Ultimate, just having the sunroof, the Super Cruise, the heated, cool, massaging seats, and it's a full-size SUV with a 6.2 V8. It's just, I think it's a good competitor if you're looking at, let's say, a G-Wagon or top-of-the-line Sequoia or something like that, because this feels much more luxurious because of all the extras that are added here. Now, the G-Wagon, you know, will run you 200 grand, and sometimes you have cooled seats, and sometimes you'll have the adaptive cruise, lane centering, so on and so forth. But this has everything. There's not much else you can put on this in terms of your amenities, in terms of your overall features. But it also is, I feel like, one of the best looking SUVs on the market. Specifically after this got its refresh in 25, it's just been, in this Ultimate trim, the best looking SUV I could imagine. And, you know, props to GM for really just making great looking vehicles, whether it's the Escalade, the Yukon, the Tahoes. And I think that helps sell these a lot. But it's a $108,000 SUV, so I mean, you could go down and probably save 30 grand on the base level Yukon, but if you can afford to get this, you won't be disappointed with all the amenities that you're paying for, I don't think. The air suspension is great. The massaging seats feel good. I love the full grain leather. I love the trim here, just adding the more like cowhide wood grain look to it. Having a rear camera mirror, heads up display, there's too much to count here. And there's a lot of stuff here that you wouldn't necessarily think about until you have it, and then you're like, oh, that's neat. So I just think it's if you can afford one, they're really nice, man. They're just very luxurious, and I can't think of anything else I'd add to something like this. So all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2026 GMC Yukon Denali Ultimate.